Dirt. Diglett? I wanted to draw some sandy dunes. Sandy dunes. Camera robbed? Okay, I think sandy dunes might be a little too easy. Okay, it's fine because I'm kind of lazy. I gotta catch up. There's a new pack on TCGP. That's true, there is. Somebody did tell me that. I like this blue one. Because it was turning blue. I mean, maybe. Oh, this is the same picture. Sand. Oh my god, and then there was the whole like Larian AI thing and Expedition 33. Oh. Very sadding. Thanks, Doodleburb. Oh, it doesn't matter because using that in that capacity already removes a creative process in which human input would have been used otherwise. So if I ask you to design me a lotus flower dress and you type in an AI prompt that feeds you inspiration for this lotus flower dress, already you have imprinted pictures that you saw that were AI generated into your head, and everything that you make is going to be referencing this AI, whether it's intentional or not. But then when you don't do that and someone asks you to design a lotus flower dress, you have to pull everything from your very human experience of growing up. And what that adds is that there's more abstraction to it. There's more of like a personal touch. There's ways in your life that you grew up that is going to influence how you design the specific lotus dress. When you skip that step and go straight to AI for inspiration, you're skipping all of that. There's way less interpersonal experiences that you can actually put in your work, which is why it still sucks. And using that kind of AI is always going to hurt artists because you're going to be hiring less concept artists. Yeah. There's no the downsides of it are way worse than the upsides. Which is why it's very disappointing. And it's extra disappointing because I think you can tell from what the staff at Larian were saying that it's very out of touch, because you just straight up would not be using those to explore concepts in any way, shape, or form. Regardless, like you just straight up would not be saying that, or just, well, you would just not be using it. But if you were not out of touch, you would know. You just do not admit it in any way whatsoever, which is a little more evil and dishonest, but you should not be admitting that you do that because of the creative process that it does take out of coming up with concept design. E3 admitted that they got caught? Wait, how? That's so sad. They released the OG game with AI newspaper in the back. Oh. Ouching. Yeah, that sucks. They used Premiere and didn't know they were... I think that just kind of sucks if they like genuinely didn't know, assuming that's actually the case. I think I didn't drink enough water today. Whoops. You think they also use a lot of store-bought? Yeah. It's pretty hard to... I don't know, it just sucks because it's going to be inevitable with how much the tech overlords are pushing it, because they need it to reflect some kind of value of the bubble. Of the AI bubble. Thanks to Sizzle. So it's going to be pushed everywhere. Ever see who's doubling down on it? Yeah. It only makes sense for them to. Isn't it? It's getting integrated in a lot of things. In smaller ways that affect us would be like, you try to buy a coloring book on Amazon, it's AI. Or like, you try to buy a mushroom foraging book, it's AI. Yeah. And then, yeah, and then RAM prices being insanely high. Because they absolutely want this to be the thing, to be the big thing. It needs to be part of our lives because they have to prove that it has value. I mean, it's like that Drew Gooden video. Thanks, David of the Port. Oh, what's that? Newball? I like Newball, he's cute. Oh my god, when we went to the card shop and then I saw they had there was this poster that had the Tony Oman piss filter AI graphic. I was like, yo, look at that one. When humanity is dead, all that. I mean, yeah, AI will. It's already getting like very self-referencing, because if you ask it to generate concept art, it can only pull concept art from other concept artists. It doesn't have that like original input, because the only thing it has is the amount of data that's already out there. When you don't have that kind of original input, over time it's going to start getting very like it's just gonna start having incest basically. So AI is dependent on human input that can create outside of their programming, to be able to think in a logical and emotional way that a robot can't. Not even a robot, just like fucking whatever AI is learning off of it. So then when it starts getting incestuous, then what value is there in the art that it generates other than that it just looks nice? If something just looks nice and that's all there is, that's not very meaningful. Because if you can't just make a movie where everything just looks nice. You need to have a good plot, you need to have good characters, and you need to have good themes, story. So that's what makes it, you know, pretty like early on, I would say maybe at the beginning of this year when people would post these Hollywood movie-esque AI generated footage and be like, oh my god, the movie industry is so over. And then all it was just like a bunch of glam shots of just like cinematic stuff that just made no cohesive, coherent thought. And they thought that was good enough. Like, that's not what constitutes a good movie. Yeah, it was just like pure garbage slop. And people think that just because something looks nice, that it's good enough, but it's not. Because if something looking good is the end all be all of appreciating art, there would be no media, there would be no shows, there would be no movies, there would be no metric of anything. The Golden Globes would just be whoever had the most yassified movie. People that think Solo Leveling is popular, we think lots of people are okay with that. Yeah, but lots of people are okay with that because they don't know what else there is to elevate their standard of media literacy and comprehension. The reason that a lot of people who, I'm not talking about the people that enjoy Solo Leveling because it's just like fun slop to watch. I'm talking about people that like genuinely don't understand what it is about Andor that resonates with the current population and generation. What is it about Andor that people really like? The narration of a very oppressive government paralleling with real life, whatever. But there's a lot of people that don't understand that, so then they appreciate something like Solo Leveling because they literally don't know that there is more to media than just aura farming and fight scenes. Basically, they're lazy to ponder deeper. Not even necessarily lazy, it's just they don't know how. They were never taught how to, and they were never at a point in their life where they wanted to learn or realize that there was more to learn and how to do that. And then you can see that in video games too, when people were like, yeah, Silent Hill F sucks, like it wasn't even about Silent Hill. And then you're like, well, actually, yeah, it was, because it was about a person's internal struggles and how they were losing their sense of self and that they wanted to not be the person that they were supposed to be, like a traditional housewife, basically. But the people that criticize it and say that Silent Hill F just wasn't Silent Hill enough, do you think they understand all that? No. Because they're caught up on the fact that they didn't literally take place in Silent Hill. And there's no downside. Because it's not all drugs and death like Breaking Bad. I mean, I would say Breaking Bad isn't just about drugs and death either. It's about a man's ego to do things and present himself in a performative, like masculinity manner when everything that he did was very selfish. And the fact that people completely misunderstand Walt's character and think he's a good guy says all you need to know about how people interpret Breaking Bad. That being bald is evil. Yeah. Yeah, so when people do the whole like it's not that deep thing, there is no downside to being able to ponder deeply about things, about media, about shows, movies, games, books. Because you can just choose to turn that off when you want to put on a Marvel movie. However, you can turn it on for when you do want to engage with media in a deeper level. When you purposely choose to not engage in that part of your brain and that kind of critical thinking, you never know how to turn it on. It's just off all the time. Okay, I wanted to draw some numals walking. Yeah, analyzing media is very fun. There's no reason to be so aversive towards it. People saying Pluribus is too boring. Yeah, and then you should ask them why. When they start to formulate and realize that they have to come up with an argument for why they feel that way, that's when you start to see... That's when you start to pick their brain of why they feel that way. Like, for example, somebody telling me that they didn't like the Demon Slayer Infinity Castle movie because there were too many flashbacks. I'm like, okay, so you like the keys jingling because they had more than enough fight scenes. I'm not sure why you wanted even more, like, less flashbacks when the flashbacks serve a purpose of establishing intent and backstory to the characters for motivation of why they're fighting. And you don't want that? It's like, come on. Not enough boobies. Yeah. Waiter, more hype moments, please. Oh my god, cute. Numo. Yeah, but then it's another thing is also understanding, this is the Twitter accent, is saying that Demon Slayer is good doesn't mean that Demon Slayer is the peak of shonen media or something. Because people that are able to engage critically with media can know that Demon Slayer is like, as far as shonen slop goes, it's very, here's a bad guy, these people are good, power of friendship, we're gonna persevere with just like the humanity must persevere and push beyond all limits, train and be stronger. But it's very heartwarming because all the characters are just very like lovable. But when you engage with people that are like very brain deficient, you ask them some of these questions to kind of pick their brain and you realize that it starts to fall apart. You can get a lot of information from someone by asking these questions. Like, oh, why didn't you like it? Well, because of this. Why did this not make you make you not like it? And then they'll give it like some shitty response. Being able to formulate these kinds of thoughts and think critically about everything is there's like no downside to that. On Twitter, they still apply brain dead responses like that. Yeah, but then it's also like, if you did engage with these people earnestly and that they were actually able to respond to you in like, let's say a live conversation, you start to realize, like, when you do have a conversation with these people where you ask them like through Socratic method questioning, that they start just speaking in circles. They literally just starts talking in circles because one, they don't even understand what you're asking. Two, only have like one point that they know how to regurgitate. Oh my god, he's so small. I want more though. I want a family of Numels. Oh my god, this drawing was so lazy. I just wanted to catch up! Fuck. Like this? Yeah. More skinny legend. Well, I think it's cute. Did I cook today? I did. I have to go grocery shop again tomorrow, though. Brandishing the wagon, yeah. Yeah, I haven't ordered food to eat for meals in like 2-3 weeks now. It's been good. I've been good about it. Yippee! I also baked some potatoes so I can have a treat later. Potato. I did not rob a bank. Oh. Why am I so tired? Oh, I didn't have caffeine today. I'm gonna boil some tea. Yeah, I got cookie sheets and oven mitts. That's why I keep yawning. I didn't fucking have caffeine. Marshall! I'm gonna go boil some water. What enough? Shout out Billy Rubin. Maybe. What is cold brew? I mean I don't drink coffee. I just drink tea. Is it jaundice research in the room? No. I have an appointment in 30 minutes, that's why. Microwave coffee. Cold brew is a cold extract. What's a cold extraction coffee? No, I wanted to learn more about jaundice because I went down a rabbit hole of trying to find out why certain fish were blue last stream. And I really wanted to know. And then I found out jaundice itself isn't a disease. It's actually a symptom of liver failure. And then I was like, oh, because I thought jaundice itself was the liver condition. But it's a symptom. Yeah. The more you know. Someone said you could like get gene editing therapy to glow in the dark. Jaundice. Jaundice. Why am I so tired? I think it must be the I'm probably jet lagged. You just leave loose tea leaves in the water, fridge, and then strain it? Oh. I can try that. I mean, I just boil it hot. I sleep well, yeah. Oh, yeah, I slept well. Glow in the dark kitty. Kitty! Cats are so cute. I get to cat sit for my friend in a few weeks, I think, and I get to play with her kitties. Let me get my caffeine. God, I need this caffeine. I got green tea. We're gonna walk away. Who's James Hoffman? Is he like John Cold Brew? Coffee guy? Oh, but I'm not a coffee. I don't really like coffee. Yeah, I'm a Chinese tea. What kind of cafe? I just have green tea right now. The oil ocha. Oh God, why am I? Oh. Fuck! Wake up! What? 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 God. I knew the metal pipe, yeah. Hopefully the sponsors don't get mad that I didn't yassify myself today. I got flowers though. I got flowers. They remembered my favorite flowers were hydrangeas. By the way, no, they're not gonna, they don't care. They usually, no, they don't care. I just made that up. Got me hydrangeas. Poop in the dessert? Please don't do that. That's considered very rude. That's as rude as picking up the portable toilet waste bag and then putting it in the cooler if you go camping with outdoor boys. Don't do that. Oh yeah, Fury, we're gonna have some weirdos coming in here. Be on guard. Just got here and called the weirdo. Oh jeez. This is nice, I think. Is the Path of Exile? No, I don't know. I never thought the Path of Exile community was weird. Yeah, this is my anti-weirdo filter. I hate creepy men! I hate creepy men! I do not like creepy men who are stalkers, and I think they should kill themselves. Thank you. Shout out to the girls and the gays. Shout out to the theys and the thems. Trans rights. That's my, I gotta like do some pruning every now and then to make sure. Period. Tuve low. Tuve low, period. Tuve low. No, yeah, PoE's nice. I never thought they were weird. It's too hot. Everybody Vogue. Are creepers coming in? Not really. I don't think anybody gives a shit what I have to say, so because I'm just like so far away from it. I mean, I like it. The most I could do is just narrate and be like, you know, if somebody says that if you're not invited to the orgy because you have herpes, you probably want to find out who said you had herpes, right? I feel like that's very logical and there's nothing wrong with that. I also stole that from Wake. To below period. Did I get a lock of his hair from my potions? No. Let me get a potato peel skin of his dick. What if they give you jaundice at the orgy? You can't get jaundice. Jaundice is a symptom of liver failure. So what you actually have to contract at the orgy is some kind of liver disease that spreads through sexual contact, bodily fluids, or airborne. You do not get jaundice. Jaundice is a symptom. Will I include any other dessert Pokemon? I don't know what else. I could. I mean, it does look kind of. Hold on, I'm gonna do this footsteps later. What dessert Pokemon? Dessert. Dessert. No, desert. God, fuck. I'm ESL. KMS. Pikachu? I'm not fucking adding Pikachu. Why not? Because Pikachu is in fucking everything. But Sandshrew would be so small. They would all be so tiny. Is there like a giant thing I can add? Like a big fuck Pokemon in the back? Onyx? I'll add Onyx. Onyx Pokemon. Dude, I saw this really cool drawing of a Rayquaza in the city and he's like fucking massive. It was really cool. Okay, I'll put him here. Is that a Twilight shirt? Yeah. This one where it says, I like boys who sparkle. So you love Twilight? Yeah, cause it's fucking hilarious. You caught up, you can't believe Cyan is really evil? Yeah. And she's so evil the whole time that I've been with her, she never talks shit about anybody. And she would have every reason to me. And she never did. But, yeah, I don't know. I guess her pussy stinks or something. I have kickboxing with her tomorrow. Heard Cyan doesn't shave? Yo, should I check? She stunk up that entire dojo, yeah. Still hot. How else can you verify? Well, I'm just gonna believe it if someone says her pussy stinks, duh. Beware of her high kicks, a whiff of her pussy toxic cloud can knock you out. This is true. It's got that hidden poison affinity. You found that he ain't got enough meat for that? Oh yeah, that's a classic. That is a classic. Okay. Hello. Why dessert have to be spelled like dessert? Because English is 15 languages in a trench coat? Explains a lot. Yippee. Oh god, I gotta do rugs. He's about to feast on the numeral. Do they eat? What do onyxes eat? Rocks? Fuck if I know. I didn't open any yet. Maybe I'll open some after my appointment. I love shiny onyx. This is brown. The early day shinies. Here's a shiny. It's slightly more gray. Yeah, so how come, do they ever address, like, when you're fighting indoors, having a Pokemon battle indoors, and then you just summon a Wailord? What what? Don't worry about it, kitten! Okay, yay! I don't think Onyx poops. Or maybe he just leaves some rocks behind. Maybe every now and then, like, the smallest piece of rock just gets, like, dropped off, and that's his little poop. And then if you take him on a walk, you have to be able to carry it, and it's like 50 tons. I don't think he has a butthole. I could be wrong. Is that how new rocks are made? Yeah. He sheds a rock, and then it grows into another onyx. The Diglets live in the tunnels that Onyx makes for them? Oh, really? I know Diglets also make tunnels. Wait, so cuting. I didn't open a new Pokemon pack yet. I was gonna open it after my appointment. Yeah. Diglett waking up in the morning? Why did he wake up? What? Why am I so tired? It's because I didn't have caffeine. Oh my god. I just feel my brain melting. It's so fucked. I drink caffeine now. It's hot. I have to wait for it to cool down. I don't think beans have caffeine in them. Can you snort coffee beans? Does that work? No. Oh, okay, sorry. Why wouldn't you just take caffeine pills at that point? Yeah, you could just take caffeine pills. I remember when I did that in university, it just gave me constipation. It won't come out. Yeah, you're gonna be bouncing off the walls. Caffeine makes you constipated? I think if you have too much, yeah. It can make you constipated. But I'm not a poop. I took meth and I think I did, yes. You get fucked up from caffeine pill? Like, fucked up in what way? What's the name? The pre-workout? I don't remember. Rhino pill. Too much coffee makes you short. Too much coffee also kills you. Because you would have drank a lot of coffee by the end of your life, and then you die. Oh. Sleep stream. Yippee! I really need to finish my Starmie rug. Does Batman micro sleep? I don't think that shit works. If it does, I'm waiting for it to work. Thanks, shop. He only gets like 5 hours of sleep. Damn. Well, fighting crime waits for no one. I want to move this down. Micro sleep? A nap? No. It's called micro sleeping. Yeah, you wouldn't get it. It's a wellness. Yeah, I was gonna add footsteps later. I actually had it and then I removed it because I needed to change the shadows and lighting a bit. I think that the most like telltale way I have been able to like kind of basically figure out whether or not someone is being disingenuous of telling something is like with the Hyun incident. This person told me that Hyun is crazy. She had heard from multiple people she was crazy. I asked who. She said her ex. It's like, oh, what happened? Can you tell me a specific story, or was something specifically said? They couldn't answer it. They also tried to look through their phone for receipts. There was none. So I was like, are you sure you're remembering this right? Are you sure that she is crazy, but you can't have a story to back it up? Or not even a specific example? I can't believe you for that. Spreading a rumor about yourself having herpes and making a video calling everyone out that spread it, yeah. Oh, very zen music. I am setting boundaries. Please respect my boundaries. Setting a boundary because you didn't hold space for my inner child when I said I wanted to get the Dubai chocolate matcha labubu, which is giving me a lot of mental load. And through this mental load, you are not respecting my self-care. And because you're not respecting my self-care, I find this friendship extremely toxic, and I will be removing myself from this space. And I will be protecting my peace. Oops. Oops. This is nice. New knives? I've never seen Knives Out. It turns out this woman was wait, what? Figuring out people like that is exhausting. It is. And I think the saddest thing is when you have hung around people like that for a long time, and I know because I have, you don't realize how exhausting and how negative you're perceiving everyone until you leave. And then you're like, oh my god, friendships with people shouldn't feel like that. Friendships should feel really light and happy. When you talk and get together, the main point of discussion shouldn't be about other people. It should be about what you've been up to. Your crafts, your interests, your family, your hobby, your relationships. And then another thing I also noticed, and this was like me, Void, Huge, Cyan, and a bunch of other people, like there was some like friendship turmoil where one person had issues with another person, and one of the people was like kind of lamenting about it and like kind of venting about it. But then the way this person talked about it, it wasn't like they were trying to pit all of us against this person. It was just entirely us versus the issue. Isn't basic girl talk just gossip about others? No, actually, the worst person that I've noticed is happening from is from a guy. But anyways, it was about the way that this issue is presented to everybody in that friend group was, hey, we should try to figure out how to solve this conflict, not pit all of us and try to make us pick sides. Which I noticed, some old friends would do. It was like, oh, this kind of like unfortunate, uncomfortable incident happened. Fuck this person, they're fucking crazy. Like, I don't know why the fuck they were acting like that. It was so insane. Like, this person, this happened, and then at the other time, so I was at the party, like, she was so fucking weird. But instead, it was like, yeah, I feel like maybe she just wasn't in the best place, and maybe she was a little bit self-conscious, and I feel like with everything going on in her life that she might have been a little bit erratic, but it honestly it wasn't really a big deal. Next time I see her, I'll probably like talk to her about it or something. You know, like that's a huge difference. Women talk about stuff, set on each other and opinions. You mean what men also do? Girl, if you knew the amount of gossip exchanged between men because some of them move their mouths slightly better than others, you would have an aneurysm. That fucking guy flicks too fast. But it's also, like, again, Twitter accent. There's nothing wrong with gossiping, but when you do talk about people, it has to be done in a very careful manner to make sure that people in the room aren't, one, going to misinterpret what you say and then relay it in a terrible manner, which comes to you judging to make sure that the people that you're in a room with, when you do talk about other people, whether it's grievances or some kind of discomfort that you've had with somebody, you have to make sure that people won't interpret that the wrong way, which means that you also have to choose your words carefully. If I just sit down at dinner and the first person someone says is, oh my god, this person are fucking disgusting, they're so fucking dirty, I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, now I think they're disgusting because I didn't think any better to give it any scrutiny. Wait, I should be able to say straight to the person's face. Yeah, that's also a thing that I have no problem doing. Is if I called somebody stupid behind their back, I would tell them to their face that, yeah, I think you're a fucking moron. This is why. Reason A, reason B, reason C, elaboration, conclusion, and that's my thesis. Yeah, anyways, boil super TF. Yeah, being honest goes a long way, but a lot of people are not honest with themselves. Like, for example, oh, you're talking about something that happened to you? Why are you stirring up drama? Oh, if I talk about it, it's because I'm trying to warn you and be a good friend. Because your stuff is shit and my shit is stuff. That's, yeah. What do we learn about jaundice? Nothing. I didn't look it up yet. I still have another drawing to do after this one to catch up. Or they tell you not to get involved, but it's okay for their friends to talk shit about your friends. Yeah. That does happen a lot, and I found that when people go like, "Oh my god, why did you tell them that I said this?" Whatever. It's like, okay, the only reason you're freaking out is because something didn't add up, and people are starting to figure it out. Like, why would you not want to be honest? If you told me that Bob said my pussy stinks, why would you not want me to ask Bob why he said that? Unless Bob never said that. Or maybe Bob said that, but he doesn't want to get in trouble for it. Then why did you tell me? Don't you want to solve this? You don't. You don't want to. That's the only conclusion that I can make. They don't want to solve it? Yeah, they like to gossip. Exactly. So what can you get? Like, then, if someone likes to gossip, why do they like to do that? Why do they like to deliberately and regularly, consistently misrepresent people to multiple people and relay information from groups A, groups B, group C, regularly, constantly? What do they gain out of this? And why do they not want you to put a stop to it? Is this okay behavior? No, because you're almost 30. The true mystery is they pussy stank the most, yeah. I mean, there's also just like no reason to be doing that. Me when I'm in a pussy stank competition, my competition is Becky, yeah. Gossip stems from survival intuition. Well, that's like saying people want to mate because of survival intuition. No, we are way past development as a society and a human civilization to consider survival intuition. Being a conscious human born in this day and age, there's no reason to be engaging in talks like that and spreading things. Yeah, I think it's also, it's to exert social power. I agree. It's so ingrained, it's not. This survival instinct is not ingrained. Just like there is no instinct to mate ingrained in us because we are well developed past that. We are not in hunter-gatherer times. Our costs of living are rising because tech lords want to use AI to generate piss filter Ghibli movies, and everybody has to pay for it. And RAM is $700. It's still going up, Jesus. Oh yeah, the data centers that poison the water. I mean, I think it's like this guy turned out to be a Nazi and a rape. What the fuck? There's nothing wrong with gossiping, but you have to gossip in a mindful manner. You have to be demure, yeah. There's a difference between me saying, I hung out with Becky and she paid for everybody's drink except for mine. I don't know why. Versus, Becky is such a selfish cunt. She literally bought everybody drinks except for mine, but I think it's because she's jealous because we wore the same skirt. What do you think the difference between that is, you dumb fuck? I wouldn't even say gossiping and venting are even the same thing. They can be very different. Why am I wearing Becky's skirt? Because I fucking stole it from her. But I'm not gonna tell you that. That's why she didn't pay for my drink, because she found out that I fucking stole her skirt. But she's a fucking cunt because she didn't pay for my drink. That selfish, stingy bitch. I'm not gonna tell you that I stole her skirt, though. Like me telling you Sasuke kissed a little boy. Okay, done. Mm-hmm. 11. Give me a prompt for the next one. I'll do another scenery one. It was fun. No. Pokemon are so cute and fun to draw. Under the water? Oh yeah, good idea. I'll do an under the water one. Snow- I already did Snowy Mountains. This was day 3. Gotcha, bitch. I'll do You have pretty eyes. You know why I'm banning you for that? Is because when I was like 16 years old. I went on... This is related, trust me. So when I was 16 years old, I went on one of those cam girl sites and it asked me if I was 18 and I said yes because I was really curious what people were doing and what kind of pussy shows were being made. So I scrolled through the cams, you know, you got the top scorer performers at the very top and then you have like some people at the bottom that had less viewers. I click on this girl's thing and she's just like, she's fully clothed and she's just sitting in front of the camera. And I remember she had dyed hair and I typed in her chat, "You have nice eyes." And she said, "Thanks." And I typed that because I was trying to be not like other cam girl viewers. That's why I banned you, because fuck you. AI would never be able to prompt a backstory like this. AI would never come up with the fact that a 16-year-old went on a camgirl site for some fucking reason and then clicked on a one viewer camgirl stream and told her she had nice eyes. I have to pee. What Pokemon will I draw? Well, someone said underwater. Let me post my other one. Yeah, I finished the desert. I could do a dessert one too, but I think I want to do an underwater one. I love blue. Psyduck scuba diving? Psyduck doesn't need a scuba setup to dive though. Wait, I want to do melodic. Is melodic so prettying? Look at this Akira Igawa one. It's gorgeous. Underwater. Under the sea. Under the sea. This makes me want to go back to Bora Bora. Oh yeah, I gotta play underwater music. Pokemon underwater music. Oh, this is gonna make me pee. Why is there water sounds? I don't like the water sounds they added. Stop that. Oh, thank you. No, this is not water. Fuck! This is water sounds too! I'm gonna piss myself! Ah, whatever. Okay, let's put our diva down first. What shape should we do? Ring, is this Una Mina Glue Glue? Oh my god. Winky Namber. Oh. Wrong layer. Is this bugged? No, it contorts too weird. Yeah, back to pissing music. My computer, I mean, my piano is arriving soon, and then I'm gonna play piano again. I'll learn how to play piano again. I'm gonna find music sheets to annotate. Yippee! Piano, rock climbing, rug tufting, cooking, pole dancing, kickboxing. I'm gonna go snowboarding, boy toying, dick bouncing, dick sucking, voguing, duck walking, serving cunting. Clubbing is not my thing. I have tried it, it's not my thing. But I think I might go to a music festival just to see once what it's like. Just one time. Just for the one time. I Yeah, Mr. Flirt gave me flowers. Can you see? Yeah, I put them in a vase. I need to get things to cut the stems with because I had to cut it with my scissors and it was really hard. Because hydrangeas are my favorite. Oh my god, I should get into gardening. I should get some flower pots and plant flowers. What did the flowers mean? I told him I like hydrangeas, and then he got me hydrangeas just randomly out of the blue, drove all the way to drop them off. Wait, I want to start getting some flower pots and soil and then have a little garden and check on my flowers every now and then. Oh god, okay, not until I learn at least one song on the piano. Remember I learned how to play To the Moon? I don't remember it anymore. He couldn't remember either. Oh no. Say it ain't so. Whoa, whoa. Wait, let me listen to it. To the Moon piano song. Na, 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 na. It's not this one. No, it's for River. This one. Play, please. Response. This video is not loading. Oh, there we go. I need to relearn. I'm gonna relearn this. Fuck it, I'm gonna relearn this. I'm gonna prove to you that I can do anything I want. I mean, to be fair, when I started playing and I literally learned it in like a week. What's your excuse? You're being mocked by an uneducated high school education unemployed streamer in hobby maxing. Okay, to be fair, I do have more time than you. That's true. Never mind. Never mind. I have to kill myself now. I owned myself in the marketplace of ideas. But you know what you can do? Pick up the pen. Oh, fuck. Pick it up. An Eminem picture. What other? I also like the. I don't think I'll ever learn how to play this, but. No, fuck it. I'm gonna learn how to play this eventually. I will never tell myself I don't think I can. Not retiring until I learn the song. Dude, when I hear this, oh, my heart starts beating faster. Is music my next calling? There. Oh no, I do know notes. I might have to brush it up on it though. Thanks, Goth. Oh no, not music like that. I'm really into symphonies and orchestral music. Oh, that's really bright. You had to email that? That's crazy. Yeah, things were so inaccessible back then, and now you can just like look it up so easily. I also was working on playing this. It was really hard. Nocturne. It not the regular choppin', but it was the Katana Zero one. I actually paid money for some of these too, for some of the sheets. I was trying to learn this. I remember I had to like flick my hand a lot, like. Let me play this. Katana Zero, great game. This is what life is about. My favorite instruments are organ, harp, and piano. My favorite organs are so nice. Very, very... What's his fucking name? Davy Jones. Fuck no. This counts as underwater music. Yeah. Organs are so nice. Who had a pipe organ? Where do I get an... Can I fit an organ in my apartment? Probably not, huh? Fuck. Davy Jones is one of my favorite characters of all time. His design is fucking insane. Probably one of the top best designed characters of all time. He's in 2 and 3. What's the deep fish called that looks dead? Robert? Oarfish. Oh yeah, don't oarfish surface when there's an impending earthquake? Or something. For some reason. Red. I really wish they didn't add the yellow note to this. Go pee? I can't. I have no pee. Okay. Sure. This is a very nice color scheme. The same as Sylveon. Women don't have a score organ? They do. Yeah. Maybe I should add some shadows. This score organ. Maybe I do this. And then a layer darker. Maybe. The nature of squirting remain controversial? Wait, really? Like, scientists are not in unison in agreement about it? What do they mean? I thought it came from the bladder. It's not empirically reproducible? Oh. It's just, it's kind of nuts. There's so much they don't know. Like, with the, Billy Verbin. Billy Bourbon, Billy Verbin, Billy Verdon, and Billy Rubin. Underwater game music.
Involuntary emission of urine. I have an involuntary emission of tears when I poop. Not from pain or the loss or sadness. It's just like yawning. It just happens. I don't know why. I not knowing. Yeah, I wanted to listen to something else. Sorry. Sorry. I'm not mourning the poo. I don't take 30 minutes to poop. It's like 20 minutes. I love that log. No. No? That's not true. I did not have relations with that log. Oh, big yawn. Oh, I have to wake up early for kickboxing tomorrow. Oh. But I'm not caught up. And then, oh my god, and I'll be super busy, and then that means I'll have even more catching up to do. Ever finishing Silksong Act 3? Eventually. Eventually. Wink. Wink, wink. Just restart? Hell no! And get that stupid fucking delivery quest again? No, I don't think so. That's the fucking devil talking. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No. The more tasks you accept, the less time you have. I know, it sucks. I used to always feel like there was so much time in the day, and then I started doing other shit other than fucking sitting on my ass and streaming and jacking off. And then I was like, oh shit, I gotta lock in. No. This is Dark Souls menu theme. Okay, so there's random coral. I mean, the plant, the coral, and then there's also coral color. Ah, shit. The fuck? Melodic is kind of Rayquaza shaped. Rayquaza? Rayquaza? I don't know, I'm not a Pokemon. Eel. Yeah. Yeah, this reminds me of Rayquaza. Something. Dark Souls 2 was one of the funniest fucking games I've ever played in my life. I had a really great time. Is it a good game though? No, but I had a lot of fun and I was laughing my ass off so much. Like every level I laughed so hard. It was so funny. It's a great entertaining game, but is it a good standalone game on its own? No. But I still think it was really fun. It was so awkward. Yeah, I think they were trying to be extra innovative with 2, which I respect. It's good for them to try new things and then see what works. And then after playing 1 and 2, playing 3 felt like daph because all the whimsy was gone. It was so serious. There was like, in 1 and 2 there was so much slapstick humor. And then it was gone. And then it just got so serious. darker. Modula. Seek let's seek bet. DS3 better than all of them? Saying DS3 is better than all of them is like saying Counter-Strike 1 was a really good FPS game. Cool, man. Do you got any, like, actual opinions that will give you an ounce of personality? So, I really enjoy sliced bread. Oh, cool, man. Sekiro is the best game ever made in the history of games made ever, hands down. Ever. Ever! Ever! Everclear. Got my motherfucking Everclear. I haven't tried Ninja Gaiden yet. How many holes does this have? Melodic. Oh, it's 3. This is a good establishment. Maybe when I go to a nice cafe. She also performed for Draken. She's the ultimate.
Bullshit, Stephen. This can feed a whole family. And you're gonna eat this bomber-clad thing. With 3 pussy-clad thing there. That is some fuck with Stephen. We can't support you no more. No. Get the fuck out of the house. Look on the bomber-clad plate of egg. How much egg you fry? 6. 6 bomber-ass-clad, pussy bomber blood-clad egg. 6 blood-clad egg, dog. You ever work in a day in a bomber clock life? You name 6 eggs. You know what we can feed by 6 eggs? Huh? We can make a dinner for people. A big dinner for like a whole family.
I'm falling asleep. Oh jeez, I think the caffeine's wearing off.
Yeah. Me and Germa, we gon' fucking fuck your bitch. Me and Germa, we gon' be fucking rich. Me and Germa robbing up your fucking crib. Me and Germa, we be fucking killing kids. Me and Germa, we be fucking killing kids. We and Germa, we be killing kids. Me and Germa, we be killing kids. Me and Germa, we be killing families. Killing families. They all begging, please. They on their knees. Me and Germa killing all these people. Yeah. Me and Germa killing all these people. Begging them. Me and Germa killing all these people. They're begging, please, please, be faithful. I don't give a fuck, Germa be sliding. Germa sliding through, I be watching it.
Royal, stop playing with these niggas.
I put hot sauce in everything I eat.
That should be something that I should probably tweet.
Do you really think so?
Nah, delete.
Do you really think I give a fuck if I'm offbeat?
I'm basically a soldier, they've been trying to draft me.
Being a fat fuck suck, my legs they chaff me.
Got so fat my own body attacked me.
Why the fuck God made something called heart attack? If they associate heart with love, why the heart attack?
Why she break my heart but my heart's still intact? Left her in the past like she's a fucking
How
artifact.
the fuck you gonna talk shit when you drive a Pontiac?
I'm a goddamn nut and I am hard to crack.
If I killed you, I would be very hard to track. I just fucked up and I might have to delete that.
I'm going off the grid like Playboy Cardi.
So much gas, might be farty.
I just blacked out at the party.
Skipping class, always tardy.
Teacher's mad cause I'm tardy.
Fuck the bitch, look like Barbie.
Chew my meat like beef jerky.
In her ass like Thanksgiving turkey.
I like a bitch that has 4 extra servings.
Gotta watch out, demons always be lurking. White people in the water always be surfing.
And I get their daughters wet like sea urchin.
Guns in my coat like a Resident Evil merchant.
Your mother texted me and told me that it's urgent.
I keep the ups away cause they know I'm allergic.
I'm lost up in the flow, I had to start speaking cursive. Why the fuck did I have to learn how to write in cursive?
I smoke a lot of weed, I think I'm a weed person.
I will do some damage, I would recommend nurses.
I mumble a lot, I might have done some curses.
Why are you talking during a show I'm immersed
They
in?
pray about me in the motherfucking churches.
I'm like, thank God. They talking shit, I'm like, no shot.
They said I changed, I'm like, thank God. Somebody killed my op, I just paid God.
Talking about who made who, bitch, you ain't God.
Talking about who made who, no one made me.
She got some big boobies, but she is crazy.
I cannot complain because I am lazy.
Everyone who I pay also pays me. But I promise that this is not a pyramid scheme.
My aim is cracked like an iPhone screen.
I go inside, then I moan cream.
Kanye West had an ultralight beam.
I just have a bean. Also, I have a big
Team, she loves me for my face.
cream. Also, she likes my
Seaman, and I'm about to go motherfucking demon. Murdering the beat for no reason.
wanted in like 30 countries for treason.
Cold hearted in the motherfucking summer season.
Bitch, I disappear like motherfucking Clint Stevens.
Even Steven, fuck her up, drop top.
Pull up
For
in
his
crop top,
face
In her mouth,
cream.
pop rocks.
Had to water her crops. She said she like it a lot.
Oh, wait, I mean, we should do that beat off with Super and Hune
Diddy bop. I like
and a bunch of other people.
Took out my gun and I made the NPCs
run. So then you talk to me. You're done.
Yeah guys, look, he used the stun.
And if you think we're done, you're dumb. Oh wait, you're dumb. I mean, I'm dumb. I'm dumb.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't organized it, but we could make something happen. I'm sure. Group beat I should do Rayquaza for one of them. Rayquaza is cool as fu- Rayquaza? Rayquaza? Sorry, I got really loud. Rayquaza? Trying to keep all the porn stars fed. Wait, Quaba? For the girls and the gays, that's it. Big ass lips and shut the fuck up to the girls with the big ass. Yummy full of edible gummies, I'm feeling yummy, I'm feeling yummy, I'm feeling yummy, I'm feeling yummy. Shout the fuck, shout. Veo una muñeca cuando miro en el espejo, kiss, kiss. Wait, do you want to play Peak on Saturday? You didn't respond in the group chat, you fucking bitch. What, you think you're too good for us? You clout chaser. You clout chaser. Wake said my pussy stank. Source? Trust me, bro. Got Bubble Mew and moved on. I will kill you. I'll kill you. That was a joke. Yeah, the brush texture is the best way to cheat a drawing. Because it tricks you into thinking there's more detail and then you zoom in, it's not. It's texture. Hahaha, tricked. I tricked you. It was brush. What brush? If you type exclamation brushes, I should have it available. Those are brushes I've been using for like over 5 years. I think you do have to port it into Clip Studio though.
How could you make it feel so obvious? Wait until the end, tell me we'll stay best friends. How could you make it feel so obvious? Touching what you do, I still respond to you. I'm emotional, made a mess, you know. So irreproachable, stop it. And I'm the next girl, you're unemotional.
You can just open it? Oh. Or maybe the first time I did it, it couldn't.